Yeah, we'll make sure everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna get you some nice toys in your cage. Hi guys, welcome to Parrot Playhouse. I'm at Animal Alliance of San Diego with Victoria Huffman.
Hi, how you doing today?
Yay!
Yay!
And we have an awesome update on Rocky, who is called Nikko. He's about to be examined. It's his annual physical, so you guys get to watch that. And Dr. G is gonna do the examining.
Hello.
Yay! She's an avian vet and she sees
Dogs and cats as well.
so we're so lucky that she's here. And then here's Victoria Huffman. She has saved so many birds. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I love them. And dogs too. Lots of dogs.
Lots of
And
dogs.
we've done a lot of other species too in our rescue.
And reptiles too.
This poor boy.
Bless his
Hoarding
heart.
situation.
Yep.
Oh, horrible. One of the 12 birds died.
Oh my God.
Died of starvation. The officer came back and the woman had the bird in her hands, and they did the shelter vet. They did an autopsy or necropsy, and they couldn't even tell what bird it was. But they knew which bird it was because the officer had been there before and made note of there were 12 birds, and then one of the birds was missing, and it was an Amazon.
Oh.
That's so sad.
And that's where Rocky came, and there were dogs, and they had Rocky covered outside.
Outside with a whole bunch of other birds, tarp, and there were a dozen dogs in this household, and many were tied up on short tethers in urine and feces, so he's a survivor, and that's why we named him Rocky.
But today is a happy video because everybody gets to see Rocky again. Yay! And so it's a happy video.
It is very happy. What a success story, coming from an awful hoarding situation, and now look at him. Handsome boy. Hi, handsome boy. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Isn't he just a gift?
I love you. I love you. I love you.
He reminds me of a male Victoria Cockatoo. The same personality.
Just total clowns. Just beautiful bird.
This is the best part of rescue. So let's have Dr. G work her magic. Let's get that little fluff out of there, and I just want to like hold him. It's okay, baby.
Hi, handsome boy. Hi to Rocky.
Your scale is on, correct?
Hi, Rocky. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't know if he feels like stepping up on it. Hi, handsome boy.
So we're gonna get a weight.
You wanna get on the stinky scale?
Step up.
What a good boy,
Whoa.
Rocky. Good boy.
Hi.
Good boy. Peekaboo. I see you. You're so beautiful. I love you. Yes, I love you. You're being so good for me. You're being so good for me. You're being so good for me.
So you said usually he likes almonds.
He does like almonds.
Oh, he's too stressed out to eat one right now.
Yeah.
Or today.
And that's what Liberty does. He'll take something from me and just drop it.
I love you. Yeah, when they're too stressed out, they will do that. That's okay. I'm gonna look in your stinky mouth, okay? Normally, for just to take a peek at it. There we go. That's a nice, beautiful koana. Do you know what I mean when I say koana? The slit at the roof of the mouth. Do you see that?
So he has all the little prickly things in there.
So that's the communication hole between the oral cavity and the nasal cavity.
Now notice his nares are really thin. They always have been.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Love you. I love you. You're such a good baby. Yes, you are. You're such a good baby. Yeah, you want to chew into town? Do you feel as snug as a bug in a rug?
Doesn't seem
What do you
stressed
think?
right now.
Do you seem as snug as a bug in a rug?
Cockatoos, I don't want to jinx myself here, but because they love tactile stimulation, a lot of the times they like being snuggled like this. Yeah, it's hilarious. They don't tend to be much chewers. Macaws and Amazons will like chew holes in the towel. You want to chew? You can if you want. You can if you want.
Boy, that's my son.
I love you.
You're a good boy.
What a good boy. We're just gonna listen to your heart. Here we go. I love you. I love you. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. I'm gonna listen to his lungs over his back. lungs sound good. In a bird, you really shouldn't hear any lung sounds. So the respiratory system in birds is just so wildly different from, his crop is empty. I love you. Yes, you're a good boy. They're just so wildly different from mammals that when you see a bird's chest like rise and fall with each breath, it's actually their air sacs that are expanding and then emptying with each breath. Their lungs are really only responsible for like 10% of that movement. Whereas in mammals, we don't have air sacs. Our lungs are the ones that are 100% responsible for inflating and deflating. Anyways, heart and lungs sound good. Heart, normal rhythm, no murmur, normal sounds, okay. He's actually in really good body condition too. I know, he says, oh, did I hit a blood feather?
So when he first came to the shelter, his body condition score was low. He was definitely underweight.
I read that. Yeah. I read I think Cecil gave him like a 3 to 4 out of 9.
Yeah, and the shelter vet, who's not an avian vet, did, he was in much poor condition at that time too.
This is great.
And when I first got him, he did have some bare spots on his chest and on his legs, so there's evidence of some plucking going on.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna look to see his body fat?
Yes,
or the
exactly. So I'm putting a little bit of alcohol.
I learned so much from your last
just
video.
over
Me too.
his.
Really,
Oh, good.
If you guys haven't watched that, I'll put the link after this video so you can see Dr. G examine Trinity.
Parts the feathers. Okay, looks beautiful. So that's nice. And do you see how it's pink? Because you can. Their skin is translucent. I mean, it's dark. It's gray. All cockatoos have this kind of like gray to black like pigment. Even in their intestines, it's gray to black.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy, isn't it? But anyway, you can see a little bit of pink there, and that was his like abdominal muscles. Yes, you've been working out like a handsome Nancy boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But that looks really good.
It's lifting
so
up.
this is the end. And he's doing really good. So if you want to touch and see what I'm saying. So this is the end of the breastplate, the end of the keel. And then his pubic bones are down here. And so this is the coelom, the belly.
It's very small.
It's very small. It's a very small window. Yes, 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 yes. But it's nice and concave. He's not fat. He's not overweight. I don't feel a mass effect or anything like that. I'm looking at the bottoms of his feet. They're beautiful. There's
no bumblefoot or anything like that?
No. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. No pressure points, nothing.
Gorgeous little handsome manzy boy. Just a little sharp on the nails.
Yeah,
but
that's why I said bring your Dromel.
We're just gonna take the edge off today. Okay, let me see your other foot too. His ankles are also good.
That's great, Victoria.
A lot of times when birds are older, I know you want to grab onto something. When birds are older and they have really bad arthritis, they'll actually sit on their ankles.
That's what Victoria's getting.
On their hocks, yeah. Okay, I know, he's a little stressed out. That's okay.
I think
Is
it's
that why
red.
a flat platform is often recommended for the older bird?
Flat, softer, thicker, yeah. Okay, and then this is his vent, which is the exit hole, okay, for the cloaca, which is what I call the one-all chamber. Poop, pee, reproductive stuff. Yes, I know. Here, grab onto the towel. Okay, that is nice. It's got really good tone. The mucosa's pink inside. That's beautiful.
It's really tight, so chances of him having a prolapse?
Oh, very low.
Very low.
Very low.
He looks really good.
Now, this has concerned me. He's never been able to fly while I've had him. He's never had his wings clipped. Dr. Cecil said he looked self-clipped. What are your comments about his wings and the condition?
Has he been pinioned?
Pinioning is where they amputate the carpus, like the very.
Thomas has
end of
that.
it.
Okay,
Really?
so yeah, it's sad.
Oh my God, that's really sad.
It's really bad.
To force a bird to be unable to fly. This is a really good example of a blood feather. Okay, coming in right here.
Wow.
You don't want to mess with that. And that can sometimes be a scary situation. But let's see what else he's got going on here. So it looks like that's a feather shaft that was damaged. These ones have been overgroomed. This is a really good example of overgrooming.
And how can you tell? Because it's a little
Because
phrase
it's
on
tattered. Yep, it's a little bit tattered. Okay.
there. So does it look like he's done that recently?
That's really hard to know.
Because I don't see him like picking at his wings or anything.
No. So these feathers Yeah, so they haven't grown back in yet. I mean, you have only had him for a year. And if you've never clipped his wings, look at that. That one was obviously clipped. He didn't do that himself. I promise.
That's a right straight edge there.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's how I'm kind of inferring that as well. So, I mean, I bet he just hasn't molted all of his feathers. It looks like he's kind of in the process of molting now, to be honest with you. Has he ever had his full tail feather like this?
No, in fact, he had quite a stub.
This one is broken.
He had none when I first got him.
Oh no.
He looks so good. It's
Okay,
just
yeah.
total different bird.
I bet another year or so he will grow some of these back in. Oh, he got that digit just chopped off. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Who did that to you? Who did that to you, the Rockies?
I think he's in really excellent body condition. His muscle condition's beautiful. He's not overweight. He's on a really good diet. Yes, his feathers are a representation of the trauma that he's been through. I want to ask you a little bit more about his falling. But while I still have him, because I think I would rather trim his nails now. Okay. So, and if you feel up to trying to hold him, I'm more than welcome to walk you through it.
Okay.
If you don't, then we'll have April hold him.
No, I'd like to
But
try.
essentially, yeah. So the most important thing is that, and for you, he'll probably be better, and especially if you're like looking at his eye and into his eyes and telling him with your mommy eyes that everything's going to be okay. Everything's fine. Normally, I really don't have owners do this, but you're an animal rescue. I always make special exceptions for animal rescue. But also, I think it's good for you to know
Absolutely
how to
it
do
is.
that. You know what I mean? Right. So the thing is that you always want to control their head. And so do you see how I have my thumb under his chin? So if he ever starts struggling, you don't worry about just stretching out his neck.
Okay.
Okay. If he's like trying to bite you, I'm sure he won't though. Bite the towel. I'd rather you bite the towel. Okay. But the most important thing is controlling his head and neck. Okay. So he's
So
trying
how
to
do you
bite me.
support his head?
It doesn't really need. So, I mean, I have
Okay.
I have my fingers around the other
Okay.
end. You see, but you don't want to like squeeze the head. You want your fingers to be under the jaw. 'Cause
Okay.
under the jaw is how you control it. Okay, because the neck diameter itself is actually pretty small. You know, it's their jaws that are the big guys. Okay, he's a good boy. He's a very good boy. And then the other thing that you want to do is you want to control their wings. Okay, and that's what the towel is for, really. And then holding him against your body is controlling one of those wings. And then the towel is controlling the other wing from extending. And then I'm just going to access his feet just like this. So, okay, and then I'm literally just going to hand him over. So go ahead and replace your hands where my hands are. Perfect, 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 perfect. You can pet him. You can talk to him. Tell him how beautiful he is.
Such a handsome son.
Because he is. He's doing good. Good boy.
Oh, he's so good.
What a good boy.
Yep, he's not even.
Model citizen cockatoo right here.
Aw, he's such a good
Ambassador
bird.
cockatoo right here.
Cockatoo.
That one. The hardest part is making sure that I don't accidentally shave his skin off. You know,
Well, how do you know how far? I mean, I know how to do a
in
dog.
black nails,
so
it's
you-
really
It's
difficult.
just like a dog in
Yeah.
that respect. You don't know. So you
Exactly.
look like you got a little bit of it. I
Yeah.
don't know. Do they call it a quick?
They
in a
do
bird?
call it a quick. So then I'm going to cover that foot up. Cover it up. And if you're ever in a pinch, and if the bleeding won't stop, cornstarch.
Yeah, I have stiptic.
Or stiptic powder, yeah. Make sure his head is away from me. But in general, what I try to aim for is, like, if you imagine that he's standing on a perch like this, and it's flat, right? The nail should be, like, if you draw a horizontal line from the foot pad to the nail.
Gotcha.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's usually how I try to, like, estimate where it should be.
The loss of his toe must have been very painful for him.
Oh,
huh?
totally, totally. Okay, so now you just let him up. Let him up. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. You probably hate me. You probably hate me. What a good boy! Yay, Rocky! You did such a good job. You did such a good job. We're all done. Do you want to own it? Huh? Do you want to own it? Thank you. Oh yeah, he should. I'm upset.
He's in good shape.
He's in really good health. I'm very, very impressed with him. And a lot of that has to do with how well Victoria is taking care of him, you know. He's in really good body condition, okay. His pectoral muscles over his sternal breastplate and the keel feels really, really perfect to me. I would give him a 3 out of 5. That's ideal. He doesn't have any excess subcutaneous fat on his belly or over his coelom area. His skin is beautiful, especially on the bottoms of the feet. We mentioned pododermatitis earlier, which is foot inflammation. Okay, so common with birds. And sometimes it's because they don't have the right size perches or like enough different perches to stand on. But sometimes it's a sign of something else going on, okay? Especially if the pattern of wear is asymmetrical. But his is like really, really symmetrical. He's got a handful of blood feathers coming in. And you've only had him for a year.
A year since August
yeah.
last year, so a
So
little more.
a year and some change, but like that's not, in the overall scheme of his life, that's not that much. And then how long did it take you to convert his diet, actually?
Actually, it wasn't me. It was this temp foster who got him in June.
That's
and
awesome.
within a month, he got him.
Oh, that's
over.
awesome. That's great. That's fabulous. Diet is one of the best things that you could ever do for your bird's health is feeding them a good, nutritionally balanced diet, okay? And limiting the amount of seed and nuts, okay?
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed Rocky's exam with Dr. G and Victoria. Dr. G goes into depth about parrot nutrition, and I'm going to continue that in another video because it is so good. It deserves a video of its own, so don't miss it. It will be out in the next few days, and it is so good. For all of you that are having issues with your parrot's diet, don't miss this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for when I upload this video, you will get notified. Because all birdies need toys, we now have toys for every size birdie at parrotplayhouse.com.
Are you happy? Did you get a bunch of new toys? Yeah? Yes, you did! And he is so happy. But they're super cute. It's just full of foraging activities inside. So much for them to do. Just rip, shred, all kinds of stuff. So, Puppy, you gonna play? You gonna go play? Go check them out. These are new to him. He's gonna go check them out. Go check them out. Yeah. What do you think?
Thank you for watching. If you haven't seen Nikko's rescue story, there it is. Just click on it. Bye, guys.